Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of our TESCH Talks. Today I'm super excited to have Kathy as our guest. She is the CEO for the MKE Tech Hub Coalition, which just launched back in October. And today we're really going to talk about, generalistically what it's all about and, where you can find more information and things of that. So thanks so much for being on this with me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for the invitation. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure you're super excited to be the CEO, considering you've only been in the role maybe, just over a month?
Yes, just over a month.
Very cool. So what kind of prompted you to kind of go after being a part of the Tech Hub Coalition?
So interestingly, I've actually been involved with the Tech Hub for a little over 2 years. It started actually as kind of a volunteer movement, kind of spearheaded by Northwestern Mutual. And I was involved at that time. As they worked to formalize it, kind of the history is such that Northwestern Mutual realized that to make an impact on tech talent here in the region, it was going to require more than themselves, right? It was going to require partners. And so the decision was made to formalize it into a nonprofit. And actually, I brought my employer at the time, Accenture, into it at that point in time. But actually, it really wasn't, something I even considered until somebody approached me. But the reason I chose to do it is that I have been, over the last 2 years, really on a mission about making sure we prepare our workforce for the future of work. And while I was making an impact one company at a time, while I was at Accenture, this was the opportunity to make an impact here as a region. Because the goal of doubling the tech talent here in southeast Wisconsin really has twofold purpose. One is to meet the needs of our employers in the region so that they can be successful through digital transformation. But just as importantly, it's what's going to make us successful as a region. Tech workers have about a 65% higher wage than most other jobs, and it has about a 4x kind of downstream multiplier effect in the region. So having tech jobs here in the region leads to a very healthy economy and one that will propel us into the future.
That's fantastic. I mean, I can already see your passion and what you're bringing forth for the coalition. So that's really cool to have you helping spearhead, all the different initiatives. I've sat down with other people that are related to, Girls Who Code and all these different programs that are trying to help groom students and groom them to understand that tech can be a career for them. So it's really cool to have, a bigger body of sponsoring organizations to lead these efforts. And I know diversity is a big issue or a big thing that we're trying to tackle as well. So is that something that's important to the coalition?
Absolutely. So in order to double the amount of tech talent here in southeast Wisconsin, it has to be done with a diverse audience in mind. It needs to be reflective of our community. And one of the things, the day after I started, we had the community meeting, and one of the things I was probably most thrilled about is the fact that one of the storylines that was picked up was around the need to have diverse programs and how we were making progress in that area. And so, for example, Islands of Adventure was highlighted, and Girls Who Code, etc. And they really highlighted, coming about it with a diverse audience, whether that's neurodiverse, whether that is based on other demographics, age and sex and color of skin. It really doesn't matter. We need to be reflective of our community. But, and as we look at those, though, you mentioned all these programs, and they are all fantastic. And we play a role of amplifying those and trying to accelerate those. But individually, they will not be enough. Doubling the tech talent requires another 70,000 tech workers here in the region. And so we're going to need to think big, right? We're going to have to, even adding all those programs together, we're not going to get there. So we need to be thinking big about how we change the region for tech talent.
That's fantastic. So not only bringing and wanting to keep tech talent here in the region, obviously we want to keep, companies here, startups here, support freelancers who work and to help support these tech organizations. So that is something that is important, I'm assuming, to be the second element of growing the talent, but then also growing the opportunities to keep the talent here, right?
Yeah, and I look at it from two sides. There's the demand side for jobs, right? And so we need to create ourselves a bold, we need to portray ourselves as a tech region and create the image, to showcase all the great things we are doing. The second thing that we need to do is have a robust startup community. As we look at the startup community and tech talent, most of them have a side gig, and they want a robust startup ecosystem so that they can look at building on that and growing into the future. The third is really around, as you said, helping our organizations through the digital transformation, which creates a need for tech jobs, helping our existing tech companies grow. There's about 3,000 here in the region. And then also helping to attract new companies into the region as well. You mentioned the freelancers and having a robust freelancer community. And then on the demand side, or on the supply side of it, we have focus on K through 20, and then also on a reskilling effort as well.
Fantastic. So being in the tech scene myself, where can I go to get information in terms of what events are happening, what initiatives should I potentially join and be a part of, any news-related things related to the coalition?
So you can go to mketech.org. You can sign up for our newsletter there. When you do that, that's a great opportunity to keep up to date with both what's going on in the region around tech, see volunteer opportunities, as well as to understand events. This community has really come on fire related to the amount of events and the opportunities to grow your skills. And there's great things to take advantage of it. We also pull from Eventbrite and from Meetup, so you can go there and kind of have a place to see the tech events as well. And then it also brings live Twitter feeds, so you can see kind of the things that are being talked about right around MKE Tech as well.
Super cool. So I definitely am going to sign up for the newsletter. I know there's events happening pretty much every week, so
Absolutely.
It's good to tap into any of those. So thanks so much for sitting down with me today, and I really appreciate what you're trying to do, strategically, and I think it's just awesome.
Thank you. Look forward to it.